Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are diving back into our Dior Terra palette. This is from this year's Wild Earth Summer 2019 collection. We're going to dive into this palette here and we're going to create something with the golden eyeshadow here. I've been getting a lot of comments and requests from you guys asking for specifically a golden look with this palette here. And I've also received a lot of comments asking me to create a golden look with the Chanel Les Beiges palette here. And I will do a golden eyeshadow look with this palette as well. This will be in the near future. I know that a lot of you own either one or both of these palettes, so it's always great to stick around on my channel because whenever I get a palette or collection, I always create several different looks with the same colors. So if you happen to own this palette or this palette here, then you'll get to learn like several different ways how to wear it. I think oftentimes when we buy a palette, we see it and it looks beautiful in store, and then once we get home, we kind of just look at it and we're like, now what? So I'm just here to give you guys inspiration on how to wear the same palette several different ways. That way you get like your money's worth and you can really wear all the colors. So yeah, that's my little spiel. So I've already primed and prepped my face. I've already filled in my eyebrows. I have my iced coffee here on the side ready to go. I recommend that you get your iced coffee or regular coffee. Take a little sip and let's get started. So I will go ahead and start off with this bronzer here actually. This is the Diorskin Mineral Nude Bronze and this is number 02. This is part of the Wild Earth collection as well. I believe this is the darker bronzer available in the collection. So since it's getting to be warmer out, it's starting to be nice, I'm thinking a golden look with a palette, something very bronzy, very warm. And I'm going to go ahead and use this bronzer as an eyeshadow first. I'm going to use this in the crease as just like a matte transition shade. I'm starting off with the bronzer first because the Terra palette doesn't actually have any mattes in it. It's a beautiful palette, but they're all a satin finish here. So I'm just going to go ahead and just use that bronzer first. I mean, it's makeup. There's no real rules. So using a big fluffy brush, I am just placing this in the crease here. And I will go ahead and use the same bronzer all over my face later, so it'll just like marry all the colors together. And then taking whatever is left on the brush, I'm just sweeping it on the bottom lashes. I'm not sure if I specified, but this is number 786 Terra. This is one of the two palettes that came out with the Dior summer collection this year. The other one called Sienna is much lighter. It's not as intense. It doesn't have the darker colors. Okay, so now that that's laid down, I'm going to go ahead and use the golden shade in the center here. And I'm going to go ahead and use one of the little applicator sponges that came with it. And I'm just going to pack as much product as I can on the sponge and then just tap it on the mobile lid. This is interesting because I feel like in the palette, this gold shade looks different than when it's on my eyelid. I feel like on my eyes, it almost looks more orange or more warm tone. I'm not mad at it, it's just very different. So I'm gonna go into a darker shade. I'm gonna go into this bronzy shade here, and I'm gonna use a small tapered brush and I'm gonna place it in the outer corner here and then just blend it out softly. And then going in with a clean blending brush, I am just buffing out that darker color. So I've just been going back and forth between adding a little bit more of that darker color and then blending it out. So at this point, you can feel free to add as much or as little as you want. You can keep blending, you can keep it lighter, you can make it darker. It's really up to you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and skip and do the face makeup because there is more I wanna do on my eyes, but it's more on the bottom. So let's just go ahead and do the foundation and all that, etc. So since this is like a golden look, I want my skin to look really nice and luminous. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix a little bit of the Chanel Ultra Le Teint foundation with a little bit of the Les Beiges water tint. What I'll do is like maybe half a pump, because this I can use a full pump for my entire face. So I'll do like half a pump, like this much. And in the Untitled Teint, in this foundation here, I am in the shade B30. And in the Water Fresh Tint, I am in the shade Medium. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that as well. This is very watery. Okay. Just going to mix these together and hope for the best. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mix in a little bit more. That wasn't quite enough. Okay, I think that looks pretty nice. I think I still have a little bit of wiggle room to play around when it comes to mixing the Water Fresh Tint with other foundations. If you guys want to see a full video on like the different ways to wear the Water Fresh Tint, this one here, let me know down in the comments and I can work on that. So now for the concealer, I'm going into my Cle De Peau concealer in Almond. And I'm going back into the bronzer. I'm going to use it as an actual bronzer this time instead of as an eyeshadow. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to go back into the Terra palette here, and I'm going to go back into that darker color, and using the same pencil brush as before, I'm going to trace on the bottom lashes here, and I'm just going to make sure that the eyeshadow on the bottom connects with the one on top, so just going around like here, like that. Now for the blush, I'm going to go with something that looks pretty intense. This is the Chanel blush number 380, So Close. It looks like this bright orange tangerine clementine color. I like it because this is very warm, very golden, but this blush can be, you don't have to like dig in and like have like a big orange circle. It is very opaque, so just like one little tap into the product and that's all you need. And then, you know, just blend it out. Okay, so for a highlighter, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Dior Flash Luminizer. This is the Radiance Booster Pen, number 520. This is one that I also got with the entire Wild Earth collection. So it's a liquid highlighter. So what I do is like it clicks out here like a pen, and then I take a little bit of the product, and then I just tap it on here. And then adding a little bit more because why not? I like that it's very natural and a little bit dewy, so it just, you know, adds a nice little oomph. So going into the lightest shade in the palette here, I'm going to go ahead and use a small tapered brush and just apply a little bit of that in the inner corner here. Now I'm going to go into a liner. I'm going to go into, again, the liner that I got with the Wild Earth collection. This is the Diorshow In&Out Waterproof Liner. And this one is called, well, it's the one that's bronze and brown. So one side here is the lighter bronzy golden shade and one is the dark chocolate brown. I'm going to use the lighter bronze one on the waterline on the bottom, and I'm going to use the dark chocolate one on top and just do like a thin line on top. So for the mascara, I'm going to go into the New Dior Pump and Volume HD. I did a full review of this mascara. If you guys want to check that out, I'll put a link to that down in the description box. Now I'm going to put on lots and lots of mascara. Okay, and now for the lip, I'm going to go into something pretty bold. I'm going to go ahead and use my Chanel Rouge Coco number 440 Arthur. This is hands down one of my favorite lipsticks ever. As you can see, it is very well loved. This is it to twist it up to the top here. It is this beautiful, warm, orangey red. It is perfection. It's wonderful for the summer, for a nice, warm, golden look. You guys will see. That's what I mean. It's like this beautiful red that's pretty warm, and if you're more tan, if you add more bronzer, if you do more of a warm tone golden look, it just pulls through even more warm and more orange. I love this color so much. It's Rouge Coco number 440 Arthur. This is 100% my color. Okay, there you guys go. This is my look, my golden warm tone look with the Dior number 786 Terra palette. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Let me know if you've picked up the Terra palette or if you've picked up the Chanel Les Beiges palette or if you've picked up both like me. Let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by. It always means a lot to me when you guys watch my videos, so thank you for that. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and that's all I have for you guys for today. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.